Hello agents, in this video I'm going to share with you my Razorback build that I use on a Division 2 for the raid. I really enjoy using this build, and on stream recently when I have been using it, a lot of you have asked what build I'm using and I've shown you, so I thought I'd release it in a video for those that want to replicate it or make their own and make changes, because there's definitely different things you can do for it. You can see on screen now just how hard it hits the weak spot on Razorback. I got one other person with me there, just to my right as you saw. I do think that possibly though I could do a weak spot on my own as well with the right procs. It really does hit the weak spots very hard, and it hits the ads hard as well. It's a great build to use for Razorback, which is why I'm sharing it. So I hope you do like this. If you do, hit the like button, consider hitting subscribe for more content from myself, and at the end of the video when you finish watching, check out our video description. We have a link at the top to a fantastic community. It's over 8,000 members strong now, very active, and we're the biggest clan in the world. The second wave is kind of a home, so come and check us out if you need a clan as well. One thing I don't mention in the build video coming up is the knee pads. A lot of you are going to question why not the exotic knee pads with the extra 30% damage for staying still. I don't like staying still. I made a decision against them. I never even tested the build with them. They could certainly be viable. I don't mention it in the next clip though, which is why I'm just quickly mentioning it now. We're going to get on to the next clip. We're going to show you the build now, and at the end of the video guys, if you do want footage of this build in action, I'm going to show you a whole Razorback run as well, so I hope you enjoy. So on screen now is my Razorback build. I call it my Razorback build because I built it for Razorback. It's that obvious. It's got some health damage on it. You'll see now when we go into all of the pieces. I really do enjoy using this build though. The primary weapon I use is the Eagle Bearer. You can see it's got 114.6k damage there. Got some good rolls on it. It doesn't really matter about the Eagle Strike talent. I don't really use that on the raid at all, so I won't be looking at that. The only time I look at that is if I'm flashing red, is how much damage have I taken. If I feel I'm going to go down, I let my teammates know I'm going to die from tenacity so they can get me. But yeah, I use the Eagle Bear. It's very OP. It's a very good weapon to use for this build. The secondary is the Baker's Dozen. I rarely use this on Razorback or with the build, but it's hitting a 538.1k, and you know, if an enemy is far away, it's ideal to switch to it maybe, but I mainly just stick with the Eagle Bearer. The pistol doesn't matter. I've got the Mozambique Special. Just quickly look at the stats before we get onto the gear pieces. I've got 45.2% crit hit chance on the build there with the Eagle Bearer, and 169.5% damage with it, so the numbers are good. I wouldn't go much higher than the 45% chance. Our tactics on the raid is to have the coyote masks, so most of the time I'm capped out anyway, but if not, I'm definitely at 55, so you don't really want to go higher than that. Definitely don't drop below 40, but 45 is good if you're using coyote masks. So the build itself, we're going to go into this now and how I build it. I go with the Hollow Man mask. This has to be got from the DZ, so it's great to farm the DZ if ever it is targeted loot masks. That'll give you a good chance to get this. I've got max weapon damage on it. I had to waste a roll on because it was so low when I got it. It comes with 10% health damage, and that used to be 21. It got nerfed, but still good for the build. You're getting that extra 10% health damage on. You got health damage on the Eagle Bearer as well, and that's what makes it so good to use for the weak spots on Razorback. I would take explosive resistance out for crit hit chance if I could, and I've thrown a critical hit damage mod on that mask. You get 10% hazard protection with it being a YOL piece as well. I've got 2-piece Providence, and these pieces are the backpack and the chest. The chest is the perfect glass cannon one, so the sacrifice. I've got max weapon damage and max crit damage on it. I've got headshot damage for 1-piece Providence, and the perfect glass cannon gives me 30% damage to enemies, but I do take 60% damage extra as well, so you do need to be careful with this build. You will go down very quick, but you also hit like a truck as well. So that's the chest to go with. The hazard protection there, I'd rather have chance if I could, but it hasn't felt like that for me. We'll look at the second Providence piece. This is the backpack, so for 2 pieces I get crit hit chance. This is the gift backpack, which is only available from the Dark Zone. Don't worry about this though, you can just have a normal Providence one with vigilance on. I just got this very good one from the Dark Zone when I was farming backpacks. Max weapon damage, came with crit hit chance of 3.2, and I was able to roll max crit hit damage on it, which is very good. The perfect vigilance as well, it does increase the damage, so it's the same as vigilance. It's 25% damage, but what it does on perfect is it takes the, you can see there, taking damage disables the buff. Well, on normal vigilance it disables it for 4 seconds, on the gift it's for 3 seconds. I don't think it actually makes that much difference. If you've got a good Providence backpack, you don't really need to farm this, but this was just a real good one that I got. The knee pad, sorry, the holster rather, I went with the Fenris holster. I'm using the Eagle Bearer, which is an assault rifle, so I want that assault rifle damage there. I'd like to have max weapon damage there if possible, but I got 13.9 with max crit hit damage and max crit hit chance. The gloves is the Petrov Contractor's gloves. You could go with 1 or 2 pieces here. Now I like the damage to armor, and I think it helps me with like ad control with the elites and the purple bars and the armor. I get to take them down very very quick, like you'll see in the clip at the end, and it makes ad control very, very easy. But it isn't going to be much different if you did take these out and throw Providence gloves on. So here you can see with the Contractor's gloves, I'm wasting the LMG roll. I'm also losing a 6% crit hit chance roll, even though I do have max weapon damage and max crit hit damage. If I brought a Providence piece in, I'd be able to take advantage of the 3-piece Providence, which would give me 15% crit hit damage on the build, and then that damage to armor roll could then be a crit hit chance roll to get more crit hit chance. I don't know whether that would be better or not. It'd be very, very similar though. You can go with either option yourself. I go this way, and then on my knee pads I've gone with the Grupo knee pads because that gives me 15% crit hit damage. I've got max weapon damage there, I've got max crit hit chance and max crit hit damage as well. So it's a pretty godly rolled knee pads there. And that's my build, that's my Razorback build. The specialization I run with this is the grenade launcher. The reason for this is that on Razorback with the Razorback rockets, I can survive one of those rockets once every 60 seconds, I think it is, with the specialization, and that keeps me up more, so I do like that. I am on glass cannon as well, it really does help. But not just that, with that specialization you'll get an extra 5% damage to targets out of cover, not just for you but for your whole team as well, so it is quite OP. And make sure you run a concussion grenade in case you have to help with the grenades on Razorback, and that's your build set. With our raid tactic we run jammer pulses, so that's why I'm running a jammer pulse there. This depends on what raid tactic you're using or whatnot, run what skills you need, but I get a revive hive there as well. And that is the build, guys. If you have enjoyed this and if you do recreate it, let me know. If you've got your own Razorback build, let me know. I always love discussing builds and hearing different opinions. If you like the video, do hit that like button and hit subscribe if you're new around here for more content from myself. I'm going to cut out in a second. I'm going to show you a whole clip of Razorback because a lot of people like to see clips of the build in use as well, so I'll show you that now after the video. If you do leave now though, do check out the video description. We've got a fantastic gaming community and that's linked at the very top, so come and check us out as well. But that's me done. Enjoy the rest of the video to see the clip of me using this build, and thank you for watching. Until the next one, peace out.
Good right. Counting, good numbers.
3, 2, 1 in.
Third one, sir.
I had to change my my build
because
over.
numbers are hard, yeah.
Yeah, they're below you now.
I was running the Razorback build, the pistol one, not thinking that we hadn't got the BDSU gloves, so I had to hand move all my pieces over to the other build.
Yeah, up top hasn't got him.
Load up that in night.
Got one in night.
Ooh, I'm stuck with the key. Me and Jeff, Gia got that. I never said Jeff.
Yeah, I really need to on
On
that.
right, guys.
I'm pretty sure I can do that on my own with all the right props.
Damage. Pulse now.
I don't know whether that was third or fourth I was pulsed.
Run away, run away.
I'm going to clear the rest of these drones up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Who's that?
Me.
You are that man.
Boom is on one.
I'm going for the hive.
Hardy could just chuck his over if he's...
Pads in 3.
No, you can't do it. I've got
No, wait a second.
Right, 3, 2, 1, in.
I take the axe knight.
Hardy, have you got revive on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, if I do go down, mate, just check it over the edge.
I didn't realise the nuke was down.
Should be good.
Yeah, they're dead. Okay.
90.
Thank you.
I love the drone killer build, Bradders. I do. This way works just fine now.
Feels like it's not really needed.
Dog 1 and 4.
Mine's
What you want to do?
Yeah, put it in.
Drone killer build. I've ran with a drone killer build, and it's like drones. It's like you all have. It's just not an issue, is it? At all. It's nice, but this way works just as good.
Damage.
What's the drone killer build?
Just
On
one person does constant drones. Yeah. So like, he just sorts it for you. You just drone pulses, and everyone else can just worry about ads and weak spots and stuff. Just means you don't need to sync the pulses, but this way works just fine. Yeah, it's not needed.
Boom on 3.
Number 4.
But then they'd say 4 pulses aren't needed, sort of thing. It's however you want to do it, innit?
Can you get the drones there for me?
Yep,
Yeah,
I
that's-
got them, I got them.
Number
That's
4 down.
what we do with Tom.
Yeah,
Tom
down on-
runs.
Circles.
I'll put that down.
3, 2.
I'm down again. Down again.
Okay.
Rest
Must be
round.
until
Have
4.
a
Must be
rest,
until
yeah.
4.
Yeah, speed running with tomorrow. Boomer 2, got him.
If we're down 4, call it in, man.
Dogs on 3.
Ready on
Yeah.
pad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, in.
You'll be whoever's available in my team, and then you need 1 or 2 more. That's what we do.
I think that weasel
I'm
run.
down 2, I might have need a player.
Corner.
We're
90.
only be part of the team anyway. Deal with that ad CK, please.
Yep, got you.
We've got the pulse, TK.
Just dealing with that ad back there.
Pulse now. Oh my god.
Corner again.
You getting up, Mark?
No.
I'm
I
going to
couldn't.
cover up.
I didn't get time to swap between my revive 5 and my beast type before it started, so.
I'm going to cover up at 4 in case Boomer
I'm at
comes.
4, mate. I'm good. Are cheers.
Are you back there?
Yeah.
I'm down.
Coming your way,
Getting up.
CK?
Oh, I'm down already.
Alright, okay.
Don't know what hit me.
Yellow ad on
I
you.
think it's
Yeah.
good. Doing it.
Boomer behind you,
Got
CK.
Boomer as well.
Yeah,
Down
I
on
got
3.
Go for count
Right, pads in 3, 2, 1, and in we go.
Doors.
Hip, the hop, the hippy hip, 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 hop, hop, does.
Bang, bang.
The bang, yeah, indeed. Some armor.
Dog
Okay.
between 1 and 2.
Doesn't look like a problem.
It's dead.
Alright.
Dun, 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 dun.
EMP. Nice.
Some armor.
Good job.
Whoa. Uncalled for. Someone firing grenades at me?
No.
You were, it was you, Nix. I didn't feel like it was something else. It's you being innovative.
Well done, Hardy.
Got my RAM build on. Had the grenade launcher instead of tap.
Googers. Google. And they're coming behind me, CK.
Huh?
Got the spiky shield on the right.
Oh, I forgot you were running firewall.